What's up, everybody? What's up, Team V? So, I'm at the beginning of 3 weeks post-surgery. I tore my patella tendon and on my left knee. And so today was a momentous day because my surgeon told me that I was going to see him 2 weeks after the fact. I also saw my physiotherapist, so she came to my house. And so, those are two significant meetings of the day. And but before we get there, I just want to share a little bit about my experience as well. So I got to cover this all in 5 minutes time, right? So when I tore my tendon, it was a sports related injury. I completely tore it off of my tibia. Right, so the patella tendon comes off of the quadriceps muscle, inserts inferior to the kneecap and into the what's called the patella ligament, which attaches to the tibia. All right, so that's your lower leg. Okay, I tore that right off, and that's something that is rare. And when it does happen for athletes that have a professional career, it ends it. Okay, so just to share with you guys the seriousness of the situation. And you're supposed to be in extreme pain. And when I went to the emergency, my wife and my son was with me for 5-6 hours, and I didn't experience much pain at all. And there was a gentleman beside me, and he said that he cried like a little baby. I was there for hours and hours, and then when they sent me home with the injury, I slept that night, and then had to wait another night, and then had surgery. All right, so then when the surgery came, then came the pain pills. Now I'm just saying this to you because it's so easy for people to think that, to attribute it to our humanity, and say that oh, he's amazing, he's a superhero. That's not true. All right, as you can see in this video, I went and got 24 staples taken out today, and if you can ask my wife, I had to pray. I was making so much noise. I was in so much pain, and yet it was the simplest thing and the least painful thing that my wife was like, how can you deal with 5 hours of extreme pain and yet not be able to handle this? So I am a wimp, and the only reason I was able to go through that extreme situation was because God helped me. I just want to prove that to you guys. Okay, because it's so easy to attribute it to our humanity. All right, I'm a wimp, and in the most significant situation, God came through. All right, so that's it. So now I went today. The surgeon wasn't too happy because I was supposed to stay in my Zimmer cast. Okay, so there's my Zimmer cast. I didn't realize that you have to keep it on all the time. I thought that you can take it off as long as you keep your knees straight. The problem is that the Zimmer cast allows you to relax your legs and promote mobility. If you do not have it on, your muscles will compensate and stabilize to the degree that it will get frozen and stuck in that position, because we know that that's what happens if you sit too long, you stand too long, you do anything too long, you will get stuck in that situation. That's just how our muscles respond. So it's really interesting, but that was not the best thing. And so he wanted more degree of flexion, and I can barely flex. I was at 15 degrees of flexion. He was looking for 45. All right, so that was not a good situation. So other than that, he was totally amazed at my progress. The x-rays were done, and he was very encouraging in terms of how I'm progressing. So again, so later on today, the physiotherapist came. She was totally impressed at my recovery, at the whole process as well. And now my doctor wants me to have, he wants me to be at 45 degrees of flexion, range of motion, by the time I see him again, which is in 3 weeks. So I have to do certain exercises four times a day for 15 minutes long that will promote flexion. And in terms of training, she says I can do anything I want, barring anything that's going to place weight, like any weight bearing on my leg. And and that's it. I can actually do, you know, banded pull aparts. I can do things for my shoulders, I can do things for my arms, I can do things for my chest, my back. It's just simply I cannot exert any form of force whatsoever on my left leg. And so that was so excited, because it gave me a taste for what is next. Like, they are actually gearing up to get me ready to come back to work, to my life, within 2 weeks, within 2 months, and I'm already at the beginning of 3 weeks. You know, I just, that's so amazing that they're more on the job than I am. Pull-ups, I asked her about it, and she didn't want me to do it because she feels, because I have a pull-up bar, she feels that if I fall, it's a risk. But I could literally do pull-ups, you know, and it just woke me up that, you know, God has given me a second chance at life again. I'm a totally different man. Like, I was off my rocker, and people thought I was on point, but I was totally disillusioned about health and ambitions and goals. And so now it's changing me, and everything is changing. The way I approach my work, and the way I approach my family, the way I'm going to approach my team. I'm so excited that I realize that I'm going to get more by doing less, that by saying no is going to make me more successful, by getting less money is going to make me better with my team, with myself, with my wife. So it's just so amazing. So I'm just going to stop there. So, you know, that's the update. So I want you guys to follow my progress, and so I'd like you to subscribe to my channel, leave me a comment if you like. If you got any questions or something you want to say, it's much appreciated. So we have our black dress, black tie project. So I'm going to actually work towards it, but in a whole different capacity, because it's really not anymore about being the fittest I can for that day. It's about doing what I need to do for myself. Okay. Anyways, I gotta stop. This video is way too long. Remember, Team V. I want you guys to keep your V's up. I'll talk to you guys later.